Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Sports View brought to you by Women Love Sports 2 and special edition of VSU Takeover Part 2. I'm your host today, Desiree Gardner, and I'm here today with my fellow Virginia State University Trojan classmates. Everybody go around and introduce yourselves.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Jalen Dean, first semester sports management major. Pleasure to be on the show with y'all today.
My name is Sarai. I'm a first semester graduate student, sports management major, and I'm happy to be on the show.
My name is Coach Blackston. I'm a third semester sports management major.
My name is Coach House. I'm a second semester sports management major.
All right, so today we got a couple of interviews going on, and we have some updates going on. So we're going to start off with our first interview, and that's going to be with the assistant basketball coach, Jameer Hose, who's going to be interviewed by Sarai.
Okay, so basketball season is right around the corner, and they just had an exhibition game this past week. So just kind of talk about how that game went, what you guys can work on, and just moving forward.
I think the game went pretty well. My last name is House, but I think the game went pretty well. I don't think our and the guards kind of didn't play to their capabilities, but I think everybody kind of got the jitters out. That was our first home run. We got a lot of transfers. But all in all, I think we will be better on Friday coming in. I think we did great preparing for Shepherd and Westchester. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how we play this upcoming Friday and Saturday.
Okay, and also, what can we expect differently this season that we didn't get to see last season?
We're pretty long, athletic, so we can expect good rebounding. I think for the first time in a long time, we have great decision makers at every position. So I'm looking forward to see how that pans out and just stand together. Last year, I don't think we stayed together as much. I think when we started losing is when we started breaking apart. But this year, the team camaraderie has been abundant, and I just can't wait to see that on display on Friday.
Okay, and I seen that you guys were ranked 5th in the CIAA preseason rankings. Does that give you guys any type of motivation? Was it like, dang, 5th? Like, is it kind of like a, so how do you feel about that ranking?
Honestly, I think being 5th is honestly a good thing for us. I've seen previous teams be ranked 1st or 2nd, and those type of teams, it's like it's always a target on their backs. And I think for once we get a chance to relax and be the underdogs, and we don't have to always. It seemed like we used to always have to. We would receive everybody's best, even from the worst teams, and we would kind of get laxed and comfortable with our position because we are expected to beat them. But now that we're the underdogs, it kind of give us a little urge to kind of, go for these top teams and ruin people's seasons.
All right. Well, last question I have for you. So what are some of the goals that you have for the team? And
some goals I have for the team might be just staying together, man, through the wins, through the losses, and just climbing the same mountain. I think last year it was a lot of people who was climbing the mountain with the girls on the top, climbing the mountain with the fans on the top, climbing the mountain with with the personal agendas at the top, but I think this year we'll be actually climbing the mountain of success, man. And I tell them all the time that the mountain of success, it takes everybody to climb that mountain and make it to the top. So, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much. When is you guys' next game? Who do you play? What time?
Well, JV play tonight, 7:30, be there, be square. And varsity plays Friday and Saturday against Westchester and Shepherd.
And one last question for you: who do you think is your biggest competition on your schedule? So you see this team and you're like, yeah, we really gotta lock in and get right. Which, I mean, you gotta lock in for every team, but there might be those one or two where you're like, yeah, we really gotta focus. So are there any teams, or you're just kind of like, we got all of these in the bag? So
competition wise, and us being the underdogs and really just wanting to win is probably Westchester right now. But most important game for fans, boosters, us, personal, Virginia Union.
alrighty, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach House. I apologize for saying your name incorrectly. We're going to go over to Coach Blackston interviewing Matt Foster. They're both on the football team, so we have some updates with that and a little bit talk about the team. So, Coach Blackston, go ahead and take over.
Go ahead, Matt.
All right. Here with Coach Blackston. I like to call him Coach Black. I would like to start by talking about the Union game. It's hard to talk about. Bitter loss, but can you just talk about the game and what you think? What you think about the game and where things went wrong?
Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations to Union. Our guys, we played a tough game. We came out and fought. We started off a little slow. They pretty much came out and jumped out on us, and our guys they faced adversity, and I want to congratulate them on pretty much fighting back, because it was pretty much a battle the entire game, and those guys they fought pretty hard. They fought really hard, and we were down. We played from down, and we continued to keep fighting, chipping away at the the lead they had, and it was a really good game, but we had a tough outcome.
Yeah. Speaking of Union, shout out to Union. I hope they get it done against Fayetteville, so we can. I hope we get the bowl game. Shout out to Union. I hope they get it done. So because if they win, we'll get the bowl game in Florida. Talk about your running back room. I know you have Upton Bailey, Kimo Clark. Talk a little bit about those guys, man. How they Upton didn't finish the season, but just talk about the running backs this season.
The running back room, it was had a lot of good guys, and they had a lot of dogs in that room for sure. We battled with some injuries, faced some adversity also with injuries this season. Upton's coming back. Kimo is, we wish him nothing but the best with his future endeavors, with trying to hit the league or whatever he want to do. We got a lot of young guys in the room. J. Will, Eberhart, B. Rose, a lot of young guys that we recruited that we are, pretty much planning great things for in the future. But the running back room is we were pretty solid. Definitely looking forward to Upton coming back. He's going to be a great contribution to us.
Great to hear that. I know with Upton and Kimo is going to be two-headed monster back there next year. Can't wait to see that. I know things didn't go as planned this season, but you guys went 8. We went 8-2. So just talk about a little bit about that. Just progression every year.
So the goal is to continue to keep stacking and building. We're on the right track. We were actually ahead of everything this season. We were, and what I mean by that was, this year, of course, we go into season one with win. We want to win a championship and we preach it. But, with this first year recruiting class that we had, we're pretty much looking for things to build on from here. And we appreciate you guys, the seniors that we had, Dean, guys has been around the program, Roy, guys has been around the program for a while. We pretty much build everything off of you guys. And we thank y'all for, all the hard work and effort y'all giving us, pretty much since we've been here.
I really appreciate that, Coach. I definitely want to leave on a high note, which is getting a CIAA championship ring and obviously going into the playoffs. Since the season ended, it's been tough, but I appreciate you, Coach.
No, I appreciate y'all, man.
For always helping us out, always being there. And
I want to, finish this off by saying, man, I just really appreciate all of y'all. It's been one crazy ride. I didn't understand myself how hard it was to win a championship. It is. We dealing with, all types of things that can occur. And, you guys fought through all of it. And I want to say I appreciate pretty much all of you guys. And thank y'all.
I have one last question. A little bit leading into next year, with a lot of seniors leaving. I think it's about 18 of us leaving. It's a lot of shoes that have to be filled, especially on the offensive side and defensive side. Can you just talk about the recruits, like the recruiting process, or like?
No, that's a good question. Yeah, we definitely. Myself personally, I love recruiting. I love getting out there and speaking to the guys and being face to face with them, going to high school games and stuff like that. So, as a staff, we're all just going to try to get out there and recruit and see what guys can get, keep this program moving in the right direction. I mean, it's nothing more than that, man. We already got dogs here. We just pretty much want to add to it.
Correct. Well, that's all I have for you, Coach. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Trojan Nation.
That was a very touching interview. Thank you, Coach Blackston, for your feedback to the whole team, not just the ones that are here, part of the team. That was everything for me, because I'm also a coach too. Showing appreciation to the whole team and to everyone, especially after that loss at Union, would mean a lot to the other players. So I appreciate everything that you've just said. Okay, moving on. So we got Jalen over here, that's also part of the football team, giving us some sport updates at VSU and upcoming games, time, dates, and everything that's going on in the sports world.
What's going on with y'all, gang? I'm coming here today with y'all with these sports updates. Y'all love me and stuff like that. My favorite Trojan, you dig what I'm saying, baby. But let's get to it. Football took a tremendous loss to Union, 20-30. Volleyball did their job and won against V Union, 3-0. Soccer took a detrimental loss to Shaw University, we're 0-4. And the upcoming games for this week is volleyball, November 9th, at Thursday at 6 o'clock. They play Bowie State University. It's senior night, come out, show your love and stuff like that. Men's basketball play November 10th, Friday, 7 p.m. Home games against Shepherd University, and November 11th, Saturday at 5 p.m. against West Chester University of Pennsylvania. Like my boy Jameer said, I love to see the big man get big this year, You also have women's basketball, November 11th, Saturday, 7 p.m. And they play Shepherd University. November 12th, Sunday at 5 p.m., they play Davis and Elkins College. And men's and women's cross country on December 2nd, they have a meet at Winston-Salem for the Winston-Salem State JDL Fast and Track. So these are your updates, and I appreciate y'all. Good luck, Trojans.
Hey, Jalen, which game will be the most exciting that you feel like on the entire list that everybody should really, really come out and show their support?
The most exciting game I think people show up to, of course, senior night for the volleyball. Come show your seniors some love as they give it their last ride. But I think the most exciting game y'all should come out to is the men's basketball, the home opener against Sheffield University, November 10th, Friday at 7 p.m. Y'all should come come show your love to the fellow Trojans, Show them your love. It's basketball season, baby. Let's go.
Trojans, all of the sports are very much important, okay? We're not going to leave out nobody, all right? All the sports, all the games are top tier, number one to watch and number one to go support, all right? So that concludes our show today. Again, I'm your host, Desiree Gardner, and this is another Sports View brought to you by Women Love Sports 2, special edition of VSU Takeover Part 2. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.